Yes, I think that it's extremely important to give back to whatever community you are a part of. I know that when I was looking for colleges, one of the main things that kind of drew me to Loyola was their Jesuit ideals, and I know that on my tour and throughout the whole process they really stressed those ideals, and one of the big kind of pillars that they seemed to emphasize was community service and community outreach. And I know that during like our freshman orientation, one of the days we went out into the community and helped out for a day, and I really thought that that was awesome to push the Loyola student body to, you know, in the first week that you're a part of the community, to go in and help out in some way. So I definitely think that it's very important, and it's something that's important to me as well.
Yeah, I think it's important to give back to the community. There's many opportunities to give back to the community through giving your time to others or other ways.
Okay, so I do think service learning is important, and I think it's important because we as students of a great university are so lucky and fortunate to be here. We really have the opportunity to do great things, and I think we also, with that great opportunity comes a great responsibility to give back, and to give back to people who don't have the same opportunities in our community.
I think it's very important to give back to the community. It's good to help others out, especially if you have a skill and another person is lacking in that area. It's good to contribute. And people always think it's hard and requires a lot of effort giving back to the community, but there's little things you can do, like opening the door for a stranger, or just helping a friend out with the class that they're struggling with, or just anything really. You don't always have to go out and directly involve yourself in the community. You can just do it in your immediate environment that's also your community. And the interesting thing is it always ends up giving you more than you give the other person.
Yes, I believe it's important to give back to the community because there are many ways that the community, especially here at Loyola, give to me, and so I think it's important to spread that around and help others as others have helped
I think
me.
it is important to give back to the community because in order for a community to thrive, you need to have a well-knit and happy community that has participation by all members, and because some members cannot give as much as some members, it's important for people who are more privileged to help out those who are less.
I think community service is important because it helps people to give back to the community. It instills relationships between the person giving back and the person or the services that they're working for with. I also think that in general, especially for children, giving back creates really good values. It's not always about receiving, but more or less about helping others.
So I'm a part of a sorority, Gamma Phi Beta, here at Loyola, and so we take part in community service a lot. Philanthropy is one thing that it's very important for us, and so we work directly with Girls on the Run, which is a nonprofit organization. It's national, but there's also a chapter here in New Orleans, and they focus on building confidence in middle school girls through teaching them how to run a 5K. So we work closely with them. And then also just throughout the Greek community, there's always an organization that's you can help out with. But as far as service learning, I'm now about to graduate, and I've actually never had a service learning class. So I know that that was one thing that was emphasized coming in as a freshman, but then I've never had a class that required service learning. So I think that that's a bit of a disconnect, actually.
Well, I used to do service learning at the Harry Thompson Center, which is a homeless shelter downtown, but I haven't been there since my freshman year. It's something I've been meaning to go on.
So unfortunately, I don't give back as much as I know I should, but hopefully someday, and I know at some point I will, when I have more time and more means to do so, I will give back to the community, especially the community in New Orleans, possibly by helping out at homeless shelters or you know, any kind of soup kitchen for the homeless. I would really like to give back at some point.
I'm trying to give back as much as I can. I would like to do it more than I do now, but like I said before, it's the little things that matter too, and I definitely try to see if anyone's struggling in an area, and if I have knowledge, I try to help them out. Or if someone, opening the door for a stranger, just
I don't
little
give back
things
to the
like that.
community as much as I know that I should be and I would like to. I probably am involved in volunteer efforts
To
once a
community
month.
when I can. I'm with Delta Sigma Pi. We did a blood drive last month that had over 70 people donate blood, and also I'm working with Luke and helping New Orleans Public Library promote their workshop for helping students.
Okay, so freshman year of college, I was required to do service learning. I did enjoy it, but a big problem for me was the transportation. But as of this summer, I worked on a nonprofit for a university program with the company I interned for. And that was pretty much I did because of my internship, but I did spend a lot of time creating this huge program that's actually going to be free for any college student to go to. And I thought that was really important to give back and help people, learn about finances and the world we're going to be working in.
I think that one thing that stops me from participating in community service is definitely time. As a college student, between taking 18 hours, I have a job, and then, participating in Greek life, and I'm the president of my sorority. It's just really overwhelming to then find time outside of the sorority community service to personally just go out into the community. And then I know that, while I have over the 4 years been registering for classes and stuff, I've never noticed a College of Business class that offers service learning. So I know I've had friends in the College of Business that have service learning classes, but I've never seen it. I know that, obviously if you're a sociology major or something like that, I feel like they have way more service learning. But personally, in the College of Business, I've never found a class where it's a requirement. So
I'll tell you the truth, I usually think that I'm more busy than I actually am. So on a Saturday, instead of waking up early to go volunteer somewhere, I'll sleep in because I had a busy week. But if I really made time for it and I put it into my calendar and somebody held me to it, and I had somebody to go with and somebody who's passionate about it, I very easily could volunteer more.
So what stops me from giving back is mainly I just don't have the time right now. I go to school full-time as well as work part-time, and all the homework on top of that just doesn't give me enough time. But eventually at some point when I'm not going to school and working, I definitely will give back when I have more time and maybe more financial means to
Well, we
give
all
back.
get busy in our lives, and that becomes an immediate priority for us. So I think the main thing that really does stop me is when I get so busy and overloaded with classwork, extracurriculars, or just, my goals or my priorities. Those come first for me a lot of times, and that really does stop me a lot of times. But I have to keep reminding myself that, it's okay, I can take a break, and I need to help someone else.
I don't give back as much as I would like to the community because I think of a lack of planning. While I can make it fit into my schedule, I don't always find out about how I can help out and actually get involved.
The thing that stops me from giving back would be time and money. Time, because I'm a double major and finals week's coming up and school's just hectic. And money, because I'm a college student, I have rent to pay and not a high income. But hopefully that'll be able to change after I graduate and have a steady pay.
The biggest thing that stops me from giving back as much as I'd like is time. I feel like I'm really busy, and without a car, it's much harder for me to go places. In addition, I haven't really found a charity or a cause that I really enjoyed and that I would like to spend my time working with. So in the event that I did, I think it would be much easier for me to give back than going because I feel like it's a chore.